Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, and hopefully you can hear us today instead of like yesterday where nobody could hear us.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
I don't know about those people out
well,
there,
the
though.
difference is if it doesn't go through me, it doesn't go anywhere.
Ah,
I'm a controller.
you're a control freak.
Nope. This is how it works. So I want to reiterate some stuff yesterday we didn't talk about.
Okay,
or we talked about, but we didn't get across.
We didn't get across.
We're looking at, let's talk about industry, though, inventory. Inventory went up from 744,225 to 755,895. That's a 15,470 increase.
It's a lot.
Last year at this time, we went up by 12,266. So it's really not a major, 2,000 difference of this week. I think this week of May is probably one of those weeks in May that people are like going, okay, kids are getting out of school. It's time to list the house, move on.
Let's move. Yeah. It's done before school starts again.
In 2022, the inventory was only at a 240,497.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then in 2015 went 1.1 million. Bottom line, we need more inventory. We need more choices. We need to make it so it's more, I don't want to say more affordable because that's going to be rate wise. We're not going to get the rate, the numbers down.
Right.
But, there are some people who have houses over in like Bay Area that are sitting across from like a sewer plant or something. And you might want to think about adjusting prices maybe.
Yeah. Yep. Get them done.
But it's like, it's just expensive everywhere, especially in California, when only 44% of the people living in California can afford a place.
Something's wrong.
No, I just think rates need to be better.
I think people need to make more money.
Yeah, that they need to make more money and rates need to come down. The problem is because of this tariff thing getting fixed, no recession. And so rates are going the opposite way again. So the only way we're going to see rates go down with this whole trade come through and everything happening and inflation in check, the Fed's not going to lower because we have such a this. So we need to have our debt paid off.
Yeah.
If we can get our debt paid off, then we could see the rates go back down. But until then, I see rates sitting here for a while or getting a little bit worse.
Yeah. Well, at least,
I should say, this is the new normal forever.
Yeah.
Until we pay off our debt.
Forever and maybe one day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what happened yesterday was the whole tariff thing. And that's why the bonds were like, well, what should I do? And right now, let's see, the market's down 132. Trump speaking in Saudi Arabia right now, talking about how that's amazing how I'm doing. I can't talk like him, but anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We're
the best ever.
Yes, we're only up 3 we're 3 basis points up on the bonds, which made up for the 12 we lost yesterday. But the 10-year is I just missed it. It's moving up again. Mm-hmm. It's not exactly where we want it.
Little baby steps. We'll get there. I believe we will.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get the 10-year to show up. That's a problem for me. There it is. 4.48 is where the 10-year is. So remember, that was like 4.19 a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
So if it keeps going up, we're going to see rates continue to rise. CPI was one. So we talked about yesterday, what are the things that are coming out this week? Today, Tuesday, was CPI, Consumer Price Index, NFIB, Small Business Optimism Index. So let's start with CPI.
What's it say?
It really doesn't talk.
Oh,
so what does it read?
How do you read it?
Well, the April Consumer Price Index showed overall inflation rose 0.2 for the month, which was 0.1 lower than the 0.3 expected. So they thought we were going to have 0.3. Wow. We came in at 2. Woo, big difference.
Okay.
It's like that guy who lost the race by 1/10 of a second. That's still lost.
Yeah.
Year-over-year inflation slowed from 2.4% to 2.3%, which was 1/10 lower than anticipated. That's why I think we went the other way and the market's going, what should I do? Core rate, which strips out all the expensive stuff, increased by 0.2 in line with estimates, and year-over-year core CPI remained at 2.8% as expected.
Okay.
Fed's number is 2, is what they want. The question is, when will we get there?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Used car prices fell in April 0.5. That's not 0.5%, is it? Would that be close to 0.5%? While new cars were flat, used car figure does not jive with the Manheim and Car Gurus because they showed higher prices. Sometimes there was a lag, and of course, the tariff impact is likely to not show up yet. Airplane fares fell 2.8% after falling sharply 5.3% in the prior month. So basically, some things are coming down and some things are staying the same.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you get all that?
I got it all. You know what I heard?
No.
Besides sheep, is Allegiant out of Stockton's going to start flying to Denver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Las Vegas is pretty good unless there's a problem. And I just mean, because there's not many, there's only like 2 flights out and 2 flights in. And so if you miss one of those, or if there's a problem,
you're done.
Yeah. You're in the next day. Yeah. Well, I mean, and I prefer jet suites out of Oakland, but I don't want to drive to Oakland.
Nobody wants to drive to Oakland. Very few people want to drive to Oakland. And a lot of people say Oakland Airport's so easy to circumnavigate.
Well, I'm talking about not the real airport, but Jet Suites has this little private and to go from Oakland to Las Vegas, you drive up, you get there 30 minutes before your flight.
They treat you like a king.
Here's my car, valet it for me. You walk in, you check in, you get on the plane, and then you're right on the run. The runway is close to the strip.
Right.
So it's a great deal, but at first it was only a few $100. Now it's like on average a time you want to go about $500 each way. So it's a little expensive.
So it's like a regular commercial flight.
No, commercial flights are like $200 and some dollars.
Really?
Yeah. But
what's Allegiant? Like $150?
Oh no. Well, check your bags and this fee and that fee and that fee.
Well, I think with it all.
Yeah, I think it was a couple $100, which wasn't bad, but it's right here, 20 minutes up the road. You're right there. It takes no time at all to get there. Yeah. And you park, you walk in, you check in, you're in the area, and you walk on the plane. So, and I tell you, get the, I'm not going to tell anybody. I was going to say, get the emergency robe because nobody pays for it.
Yeah, they don't.
And you get first priority to get on right away.
But then you have to answer that question. Or do you feel capable to open this door if there's a crash? Well, yeah, I'm alive.
I might be scared, but I can do it. Yeah. The small business thing that was supposed to be out today, NFIB, I don't see it. We'll get it for tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I know, but we can add it to the little
Absolutely.
bit. Yeah. Usually they have it over here for me, but
I'll have county numbers for us tomorrow. And then Thursday, remember, we're not here.
Where'd we go?
We're going to go to the Make Dreams Real golf tournament and help.
Yeah, I'm going to help, and then at 11 I have to leave.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a eye appointment. Otherwise, I'd be out there drinking all day, and I got other stuff to do.
There's more things to do than just drink all day.
Play golf?
Play golf.
Yeah, I know, but I don't play golf anymore.
Well, there is going to be cornhole this time.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. I got a call yesterday from Mark Henry. They're going to set up 4 or 5 sets of boards. They, meaning me and Des. And
yeah, because I was told not to worry about it.
Yeah, Mark called me yesterday and said, hey, they decided to do some cornhole.
Oh.
So probably about 15 people said, man, I love the cornhole. I can't golf.
Well, they should have paid. Oh, that's because they didn't sell it out. Is probably what the problem was. Yeah.
So, but I think they've sold it out now, and now they're
sold it out with 8.
With 8, yeah,
or whatever the number is.
10.
Well, is 10 fully going, or is 10 not fully going?
I don't know.
No.
The golf tournament is sold out, I believe. I think that's sold out. So. Well, it looks like that's probably all the numbers we got today.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No.
Rate?
It's interesting to me when people put properties on the market and then, I don't have a key yet. It is vacant. I can't get in. Don't do it. Just wait. Have patience. Because people want to see things the minute it hits the market.
Of course, because there's limited inventory, limited nice houses.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying your house is ugly if it's on the market and hasn't sold. I didn't say that. I'm just
overpriced.
Or they just don't like something about it.
Yeah.
Like when you walk in, you run into something, and instead of seeing the whole room, seeing, oh man, I have to remove this. What should I do?
Remove it.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff happening. We talked about this yesterday. There's only 40,000 really good loan officers in the United States,
which
out
is
of
crazy.
180,000 of them, which is not, so that's really very limited. And if you figure there's 50 states and how many is in each state, and how that's still, if you look at California, say there was 10,000 in California, that's way too many for California.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is, because you're licensed to the whole state.
That's right. But most of the time you just do where you live.
Well, yeah.
But I do multiple counties all over the state of California. And It's sometimes you have to be careful if you have a client who's buying somewhere else. Make sure you get them referred from an agent that you work with here locally, so that they don't try to steal that person and send it to their lender.
Right.
Because I've had that happen where, they wanted me to talk to their lender because it's like, but I gave you to them.
Right. So keep it here.
Yeah, because I have the book. I was in a documentary. I'm on radio.
Yeah, exactly.
But I still know what I'm talking about. But I have clients right now buying over in Benicia, and they're coming back to me because I helped the mom in Tuolumne County buy, and now she works over there, and they're adamant about using me. So
perfect. Good.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
That's exactly how it should be.
All right, that's all I have for today. I got to go get some more rock.
Peace out, folks.
So,
yeah, you're gonna need a few more, maybe 10.
No, 5.
Whole nother load.
Just another yard.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Mike.
Bye, kids. Thanks,
Bye.
Ed. Bye.